What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. The strength of James Hollingshead is just insane. Who in the IFBB Pro ranks can squat more than this? And what's crazy is the depth of that squat and the range of motion. Powerlifting is an entirely different field, but James could have done really well if he pursued this career from the beginning. So was the year 2020 the best of James's career as a pro bodybuilder? The year he got 2 pro wins. The thickness he showcased that year, that was on an entirely different level. And according to him, that was a result of him training at an intensity which isn't realistic for him today. The sudden and unfortunate loss of his friend Luke Sandoy, that motivated James to go to the darkest of places, and that is why he was able to train harder than ever. So James has got only 2 more years as a competitor. He said that himself, because his plan is to retire after that. So he will definitely make these 2 years count. This picture of Quinton and Nick Walker hitting a side chest is enough to make people realize that Quinton is gonna shake things up in 2024. Keep in mind, Quinton is at the peak of his off-season, and he is standing next to Nick Walker, who just competed less than 4 weeks ago. But still, Quinton doesn't look like an out-of-shape bodybuilder, especially for his current body weight. As Andrew Jack said, Quinton is the only guy he is afraid of because of his gifts. He is a tall guy, he is 6'2", he has wide shoulders, small waist, and the ability to get bone shredded. These all are rare combinations. What was Quinton's weak area the last time he competed? It was his back. So let me put a picture of him hitting a back double bicep next to Nick Walker. And Nick has one of the craziest back double bicep shot. Well, look at the size on Quinton. It is safe to say that he has been putting his heart and soul into this off-season, and it is really paying off. Quinton is ready to compete this year. But him and his coach Matt Jensen, yes, both Nick Walker and Quinton are being coached by Matt. So they are making sure that the next time he hits the stage, they shock the bodybuilding world, just like Andrew Jack did at Texas Pro. So, another year of solely focusing on making the maximum off-season gains. Nick Walker looked really impressive in the guest posing. He is staying in the phenomenal shape after his last showing, and chances are that he is gonna keep things tight until the big Pittsburgh Pro guest posing, because that is gonna set the tone for the Olympia this year. Nick is a perfectionist, because prior to this past Olympia, none of us thought that Nick will have a legit posing routine in which he will rock some classic poses. But he did, and he nailed it on the guest posing event as well. So if posing round is gonna be scored in the future, Nick will be ready for that challenge as well. So if this new training plan of Nick Walker, hitting legs twice a week's work, he is gonna be super dangerous come Olympia. Because he just needs a little more quad sweep from the front, and he is gonna be very hard to beat. Antoine had the most innovative idea for his guest posing, but it wasn't kinda controversial like the one he did a few years back, when he showed up in broad shorts as a men's physique competitor. And that did not sit well with Jeremy Bundia, and that started a war between these two guys. I'm sure most of you guys who follow bodybuilding religiously remember that. This time Antoine showed up like a gladiator. Antoine is also taking the year off from competing to make the necessary improvements. He will be back in 2024 to make a run for the Olympia qualification. So hit the thumbs up button if you like the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.